Today is May 6th, 2025, and this is Read Through the Bible.
And we've been reading through Numbers, and it starts with the census in chapter 1, and then puts everything in order for this trip, and finally today.
Today we're going to finally get to start traveling.
Yeah.
This account of traveling is just going to be 10, 11, and 12, and they'll camp again. So,
Okay, and we're setting out for Paran. Paran is just past the Jordan River, just right on the verge of the Promised Land. Okay.
Chapter 10, verse 1. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Make 2 silver trumpets. Of hammered work you shall make them, and you shall use them for summoning the congregation and for breaking camp. Like in the military, they use a bugle. That's kind of what this is like.
Yep.
So lots of people can hear it. And when both are blown, all the congregation shall gather themselves to you at the entrance of the tent of meeting. But if they blow only one, then the chiefs, the heads of the tribes of Israel, shall gather themselves to you. When you blow an alarm, the camps that are on the east side shall set out. And when you blow an alarm the second time, the camps that are on the south side shall set out. An alarm is to be blown whenever they are to set out. But when the assembly is to be gathered together, you shall blow a long blast, but you shall not sound an alarm. So all these different trumpet calls, basically.
Yep. Whatever they sounded like. I'm not sure what they sounded like.
Yeah, I wonder. And the sons of Aaron, the priests, shall blow the trumpets. The trumpets shall be to you for a perpetual statute throughout your generations. And when you go to war in your land against the adversary who oppresses you, then you shall sound an alarm with the trumpets, that you may be remembered before the Lord your God, and you shall be saved from your enemies. On the day of your gladness also, at your appointed feasts, and at the beginnings of your months, you shall blow the trumpets over your burnt offerings and over sacrifices of your peace offerings. They shall be a reminder of you before your God. I am the Lord your God.
Okay, so these trumpets are just like military trumpets to set everybody up to get going out. And so finally they're going to leave here. In the second year, in the second month, on the 20th day of the month, the cloud lifted from over the tabernacle of the testimony, and the people of Israel set out by stages from the wilderness of Sinai, and the cloud settled down in the wilderness of Paran. They set out for the first time at the command of the Lord by Moses. The standard of the camp of the people of Judah set out first by their companies, and over the company was Nahshon the son of Amminadab, and over the company of the tribe of the people of Issachar was Nethanel the son of Zuar, and over the company of the tribe of the people of Zebulun was Eliab the son of Helon.
And when the tabernacle was taken down, the sons of Gershon and the sons of Merari, who carried the tabernacle, set out. And the standard of the camp of Reuben set out by their companies, and over their company was Eliezer the son of Shadur. And over the company of the tribe of the people of Simeon was Shelumiel the son of Zurishaddai. And over the company of the tribe of the people of Gad was Eliasaph the son of Duel.
And then the Kohathites set out, carrying the holy things, and the tabernacle was set up before their arrival, and the standard of the camp of the people of Ephraim set out by their companies, and over the company was Elishama the son of Ammihud, and over the company of the tribe of the people of Manasseh was Gamaliel the son of Pedahizur, and over the company of the tribe of Benjamin was Abidan the son of Gideoni.
Then the standard of the camp of the people of Dan, acting as the rear guard of all the camps, set out by their companies. And over their company was Ahiezer, the son of Ammishaddai. And over the company of the tribe of the people of Asher was Pagiel, the son of Ochran. And over the company of the tribe of the people of Naphtali was Ahira, the son of Enan. This was the order of the march of the people of Israel by their companies when they set out.
And Moses said to Hobab, the son of Reuel, the Midianite, Moses' father-in-law, We are setting out for the place of which the Lord said, I will give it to you. Come with us, and we will do good to you, for the Lord has promised good to Israel. But he said to him, I will not go. I will depart to my own land and to my kindred. And he said, Please do not leave us, for you know where we should camp in the wilderness, and you will serve as eyes for us. And if you do go with us, whatever good the Lord will do to us, the same will he do to you. So I don't know whether he actually went or not. But this is Exodus chapter 18 speaks about Moses' father-in-law giving him some good advice and being amazed at the Lord. And so
he would be a guide.
He would be a guide, yep.
So they set out from the mount of the Lord 3 days' journey, and the ark of the covenant of the Lord went before them 3 days' journey to seek out a resting place for them. And the cloud of the Lord was over them by day whenever they set out from the camp.
And whenever the ark set out, Moses said, "Arise, O Lord, and let your enemies be scattered, and let those who hate you flee before you." And when it rested, he said, "Return, O Lord, to the 10,000 thousands of Israel." All right, so we got the trumpets kind of announcing the leaving, and then we have the tribes setting out for Paran.
In their very orderly fashion.
Yes.
Okay.
Numbers 11. Now this is a big theme of Numbers is complaining.
And we're going to get a lot of complaining happening here.
Here we go.
All right, chapter 11, verse 1. And the people complained in the hearing of the Lord about their misfortunes. And when the Lord heard it, his anger was kindled, and the fire of the Lord burned among them and consumed some outlying parts of the camp. Then the people cried out to Moses, and Moses prayed to the Lord, and the fire died down. So the name of that place was called Taberah, because the fire of the Lord burned among them.
Now the rabble that was among them had a strong craving, and the people of Israel also wept again, and said, "Oh, that we had meat to eat. We remember the fish we ate in Egypt that cost nothing, the cucumbers, the melons, the leeks, the onions, and the garlic," right? All the nice, tasty, sort of spicy sort of foods.
If they even actually ate those.
Yeah, but
slaves.
now our strength is dried up, and there is nothing at all but this manna to look at.
Now, the manna was like coriander seed, and its appearance like that of bdellium. The people went about and gathered it and ground it in hand mills or beat it in mortars and boiled it in pots and made cakes of it. And the taste of it was like the taste of cakes baked with oil. When the dew fell upon the camp in the night, the manna fell with it.
Moses heard the people weeping through their clans, everyone at the door of his tent, and the anger of the Lord blazed hotly, and Moses was displeased. Moses said to the Lord, "Why have you dealt ill with your servant? And why have I not found favor in your sight, that you lay the burden of all this people on me? Did I conceive all this people? Did I give them birth, that they should say to me, 'Carry them in your bosom, as a nurse carries a nursing child, to the land that you swore to give to their fathers? Where am I to get meat to give to all this people? For they weep before me and say, Give us meat that we may eat. I am not able to carry all this people alone. The burden is too heavy for me. If you will treat me like this, kill me at once. If I find favor in your sight, that I may not see my wretchedness."
I am picturing here a mom at home with little kids who are crying and complaining and screaming, and then the mom starts crying.
Yes, that's a great picture.
The people are complaining, and now Moses is complaining to God.
That's a great picture. Yeah, and they're complaining about this manna that they've been eating now for over a year.
They're tired of it.
Yeah, and it's like eating like saltine crackers, as opposed to back when they were near the Nile. They could have all the fish they wanted, and they had some produce. And I mean, I can understand that diet gets pretty stale after a while.
Sure. Okay, verse 16. Then the Lord said to Moses...
I'm not justifying them. I'm just saying I can sympathize with them.
It's understandable.
For sure.
I think I would have complained, for sure. It would get very boring. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Gather for me 70 men of the elders of Israel, whom you know to be the elders and officers over them, and bring them to the tent of meeting, and let them take their stand there with you. And I will come down and talk with you there. And I will take some of the spirit that is on you and put it on them. And they shall bear the burden of the people with you, so that you may not bear it yourself alone. And say to the people, consecrate yourselves for tomorrow, and you shall eat meat. For you have wept in the hearing of the Lord, saying, Who will give us meat to eat? For it was better for us in Egypt. Therefore the Lord will give you meat, and you shall eat. You shall not eat just 1 day, or 2 days, or 5 days, or 10 days, or 20 days, but a whole month, until it comes out at your nostrils and becomes loathsome to you. because you have rejected the Lord who is among you and have wept before him, saying, why did we come out of Egypt?
That sounds like a child complaining to mom and bringing mom to tears, sure.
But Moses said, the people among whom I am number 600,000 on foot. And you have said, I will give them meat that they may eat a whole month? Shall flocks and herds be slaughtered for them and be enough for them? Or shall all the fish of the sea be gathered together for them and be enough for them? And the Lord said to Moses, is the Lord's hand shortened? Now you shall see whether my word will come true for you or not.
Yep. So God has promised I'm going to give them meat till it comes out of your nose. Like, I think everything that you eat, if you eat it too much, it becomes wearisome.
Yes.
Even the meat here, right?
Yep.
So Moses went out and told the people the words of the Lord, and he gathered 70 men of the elders of the people and placed them around the tent. Then the Lord came down in the cloud and spoke to him and took some of the spirit that was on him and put it on the 70 elders. And as soon as the spirit rested on them, they prophesied, but they did not continue doing it.
Now 2 men remained in the camp, one named Eldad, the other named Medad, and the Spirit rested on them. They were among those registered, but they had not gone out to the tent, and so they prophesied in the camp. And a young man ran and told Moses, Eldad and Medad are prophesying in the camp. And Joshua, the son of Nun, the assistant of Moses from his youth, said, my lord Moses, stop them. But Moses said, are you jealous for my sake? Would that all the Lord's people were prophets, that the Lord would put his spirit on them. And Moses and the elders of Israel returned to the camp.
Then a wind from the Lord sprang up, and it brought quail from the sea and let them fall beside the camp about a day's journey on this side and a day's journey on the other side, around the camp and about 2 cubits above the ground.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so a day's journey. That's like 20 miles around. This is a lot.
This
is a lot of birds.
Quail. And quail are small birds.
Lots of small birds. And the people rose all that day and all that night and the next day and gathered the quail. And those who gathered least gathered 10 homers. And they spread them out for themselves all around the camp. And while the meat was yet between their teeth, before it was consumed, the anger of the Lord was kindled against the people. And the Lord struck down the people with a very great plague. Therefore the name of that place was Kibroth Hattaavah, because there they buried the people who had the craving. From Kibroth Hattaavah, the people journeyed to Hazerot, and they remained at Hazerot. Well, lots of things happening in this chapter, but you know, you could just summarize it by the people complain.
And particularly because they're tired of manna and they want meat.
Yeah. But there's a lot of things going here in terms of wanting meat, in terms of
the plague.
The plague because of their greed, God giving 70 elders to bear the burden, and all the quail that's coming in. Like, a lot here, but if you just remember it, even as the people complain, which, you know, when they got out of Egypt, they began complaining as well, right? The bitter water, and then the complaint that gave them the manna, and then even the no water, and give them water from the rock. They complained often. This was symbolic, this was emblematic of their time in the wilderness. It was a time of complaint.
But we need to think about 1 Corinthians 10 and let him who thinks he stand take heed lest he fall.
Oh yeah, if I was in the wilderness,
I would be complaining.
I'd be complaining too. Yeah, so I'm not at all condemning them.
Right.
I'm just saying this is difficult. I can sympathize with them, but still it's wrong.
Yeah.
And God hates it. God hates complaining. That's why Philippians 2:14 says, do all things without complaining. Yeah. Okay, we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Okay, goodbye.